Now it's time to press buttons and talk with Manky and ProZD.
Here we go.
Welcome to Press Buttons and Talk.
Let's finish
We are
this.
approaching the final stretch of this game. So let's do this. Let's do it, baby. Look at this man.
Oh yes, look
We're
at this man.
gonna talk to him.
Excuse me.
He-
As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either.
Oh God, I can smell Jesus.
When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Is that when Dark was arrested?
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious.
Oh. Oh no, ow! Damn it!
This blows.
This ruined my day, that's for sure.
When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. As if I were hitting Edgeworth. Hard and
Right, this is not the
fast.
appropriate time.
Was I vocalizing that? Whoops.
Okay.
Should I press around?
Yeah, let's press around.
Pressing around. Okay, go. Okay, don't. Press. As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that. Was the defendant Lana Skye also present in the room? I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it.
Make a long story short, slipped up. What'd they do? What happened? So the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky.
He
A
died.
man died.
Yeah,
What's this
that's
about a power outage?
Pretty fucked up.
Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden and I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though.
That's real. Wow, that's. Are you fucking serious? It's fucked up. I went to my office, found Lana there. Could you tell us what you saw?
It was a shocking sight.
Can you turn off your phone, Chief Gant?
Nope, let me check it.
He would just like pull out a cell phone and stare at it for like 10 seconds.
Okay, 1 second.
We're doing Let's Play. What's so goddamn important?
I was doing a bit. I wasn't actually...
Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled
It looks
together.
like the Master Sword there in his back. What if Link went into like the woods or whatever and this is what it looked like? And there's a fairy like, get it, Link, it's your destiny. Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor?
Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. It's all so funny. Next to them were those two poor girls.
Lana and Emma.
Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done.
Oh shit. Apparently he had already arranged the crime scene. How can you know that?
Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved.
So that means... you found the body near Lana's desk.
That's right. I think you said earlier, it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor.
God, this sucks. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Anyway, as you can see,
Had nothing to do with the forgery. This might be an evidence thing. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances.
Is that how it really went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright.
He's so beautiful.
He's... okay. If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record.
Worthy, always the smooth talker.
But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident.
So is it the piece of cloth or
Well, there was shit in his safe.
That's what I'm talking about. It's either the piece of... First of all, read evidence law. We need to know what that's
we
about.
should probably learn a little bit about... Oh, wow, this is a short book. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case in trial.
Okay.
Okay. So... This is in his safe.
Evidence for something, but what? Okay. I feel like it's that, but let's look at everything else.
The remaining wait, well this was also... This is just as plausible though, because it was in his...
But he put that in his desk recently. The cloth was put in the safe a while ago. It was that and the... Yeah, let's present the cloth. That makes the most sense.
Is this a statement that it's...
No.
Nope.
Because why'd you have the cloth,
nothing to do.
bitch?
You had a fucking cloth! Objection! If you really had nothing to do with the forgery, then how do you explain this?
But what's that? And what's that on it? A handprint?
Chief Gant, your explanation, please. Quit playing with your hair.
It's fun. I don't know. You tell me, son.
Huh? I mean, I don't know where
My dear Righto, don't you know the second rule of evidence law?
I literally just read it, so I probably should. Uh-oh, not this again. Evidence law.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case in trial. Tell me, how is that rag relevant to this trial?
It appears the defense was not prepared.
I guess it's too early to use this piece of evidence.
Please accept my profound apologies, Chief. Would you mind giving the defense another chance?
Well, okay, I'll do it just this once, but only because you asked, G.
Thank you. I assure you the defense is terribly sorry.
No, I'm not.
You better be.
Yeah, sorry I didn't nail you. So we can't present that.
The jar, then. The jar piece.
Oh, that's true. But he'll probably give us the same spiel.
No, because this one is definitely related.
Oh yeah, because it wasn't related. Yeah. You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery, but I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up.
Explain yourself.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example.
That's that blue badger you showed us earlier.
It's not the... A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. After we broke in illegally. Don't worry about how we got it. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk.
It was found where?
You know, what if he made his combination not 777?
Yeah,
then like this whole case would have just shut down.
Yeah.
You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. The investigation was illegal?
Are you sure?
Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this?
Oh,
Don't call me a hoe.
here's a defense hoe who even rival Worthy.
So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery?
Who, me? Or do you mean you?
What? Me? What? Why would I have anything to do with that? What are you talking about?
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence.
Yeah, yeah.
Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto? However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation.
Hey, just don't
Worthy,
that.
my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment.
No one's ever called him Dick, I
What?
don't think.
What?
What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Leave me out of this, guys.
Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene.
My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together.
Evidence and forgery,
Evidence
my
and forgery.
two favorite things.
Let's see, what was it now? A jar fragment and a list. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way.
Ah.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
when investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol.
You do understand that I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences.
Ugh.
Indeed, I believe I will press charges, so you won't make the same mistake again.
Oh, I was totally planning to do it again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? This is a dystopian future, after all. Today is, well, you know, the day we gotta kill someone.
All right, Ajit. In return, though,
I know. That place, right?
Huh? What are these guys? Telepathic? Dating? Lovers?
All of the above? Telepathic lovers?
Vote in the comments. Okay, for all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Can't prove when those pieces
Press
of
that
evidence.
shit. Press
Yes,
that
I
shit.
can. Yes, I can. What do you mean by that?
this is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute a forgery.
Objection! If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery,
I'm not through speaking yet, Mr. Wright. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered.
if they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless?
Press like, oh, I guess not.
What are you talking about? Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation?
It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced.
Objection! Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient?
Right? The chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time.
Hear that all the goddamn time. Tell me something I don't know.
Come now, Mr. Wright. Think about it.
There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery.
Okay.
Maybe if it were fun. How can you look me in the eye and say that?
Because I'm innocent.
God.
Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here, but in the end, you're being a little bit of a dick, but the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye.
Well, now do you see?
There, diagonally. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. This sounds evidenceable, but we'll see.
Yeah, it sounds very evidency.
Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you reap from all this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police.
Oh,
The resolution of the Slime incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh? It's not a joke.
Do you really think I'm that incompetent?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little.
Wait, what is SL9? Is that true, Edgeworth?
It's the slime thing you've been saying this whole time. Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway.
Gah!
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
My nightmare.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. There, it's out in the open now. G, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little?
by all means, please do.
So excited. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there wasn't.
I guess press it.
Nothing in it for me. Nothing in it for you.
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
Well, that's a pretty fucked up thing to say.
You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised.
You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though.
Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out?
Yeah.
Yeah. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
That's not what I mean. I'm going more for murderer.
Very well, I'll ask. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Bruce Goodman.
Bruce Goodman?
Bruce Goodman.
Bruce, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure.
Are you... Is it actually Bruce Goodman?
It's Lana Sky.
Yeah, I was like... I wasn't sure if you were joking or not.
I was joking.
Defendant in chief, yeah.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky, the defendant!
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. And on the next episode of Press Buttons and Talk, I will explain. Until then, I'm gonna slap this paper around.
Let's go.
Pop, 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 pop. Is it like how I do it?
And then do some more?
A little
And
more.
then maybe just,
It's a well-practiced technique that's passed down from generations.
It's actually really weird watching his hand go.
You gotta just subtly graze the paper.
like, pay attention.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, baby. Just like that. Just bend back. Just the slightest bit.
Especially when nothing's going on. It's just
It's actually
silent.
very strangely like.
like a fish.
Is he doing it to Edgeworth? Like, get over here.
It might.
It's
Come
like,
here, buddy.
hey, Edgeworth, come over here.
Now is not the time.
Hey, Edgeworth, why don't you come over here?
No.
Edgeworth, why don't you come on over.
No!